Hey guys, Merry Christmas! I'm Lark, got Justice with me.
Hey!
Got diabetesNINJA with me.
Top of the morning.
Guys, it's Christmas. So, I wanted to play a Christmas game, and I think I found the best one.
Oh yeah, we got just the thing for that.
Dude, everybody forgets this takes place on Christmas, so it is a Christmas game.
So this is a ninja here. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm in for.
I cannot believe you've never seen this game.
I've never played this game at all.
Hands down, my favorite game on the PlayStation 1.
You said in countless videos, whenever the topic comes up, that it's the best PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
The best PlayStation RPG.
It is my favorite, and therefore it is better than your favorite.
Right.
I think this is
a tier, right? Like that's essentially what it is crying.
I think it's just Rust.
It comes from our eyes and it appears to be a tier, though.
Yeah, but it was also coming from other places.
I'm just saying, heavy-handed symbolism alert.
Oh, don't worry. It gets heavier.
Oh no, where it's coming. Yeah, so this is easily a top 1997. This is easily a top 20 game on the system for me. Like, if this doesn't hit your top 20, you haven't played it, I don't think. But it's been a while since me and you played. We played about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We were gonna play it from the channel for Christmas, and then my computer took a dump.
Yep.
I'm sure there are videos from the time of me saying that we lost a lot of footage on a game, and it was this game.
Oh man, look at these Final Fantasy VIII character models.
Woo!
Woo! I half expect Kevin McAllister from Home Alone 2 to show up because this is like the backdrop of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
Yeah. True story, apparently some of the assets, like the New York setting and some of that, was in the running to be for Final Fantasy VII. That some of the gameplay ideas went over to this, and then the rejected story ideas went over to Xenogears.
Oh, so Final Fantasy VII is basically birth to two other great PlayStation 1 era games.
Yes.
Alright.
But this is primarily based, it's a sequel to the novel Parasite Eve.
Alright. So that means this is a licensed property?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Wow, what was that? I love this game.
Now, games from this era often don't have voice work. I feel like there's a particular type of charm. I run into people who hate reading things that people said instead of hearing them. I like to pretend the voices that these people have, and I found that when it comes to games that are this age, I hate adaptations where they tell me what the person's voice is, because I'm like, no, not in my head.
The worst for me is when you're reading something that doesn't have any kind of visuals, and you go ahead and assign someone a voice. And then later on you get a description of that person or their voice, and you're like, fuck!
Oh, yeah.
It's all wrong!
It's the opera scene.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I meant that is it. Okay.
Yo, you're right on the mark.
This is an opera.
Alright, so, not knowing what's around the bend because I've never played this game.
Man, you have no idea?
Okay, so
All
it
right.
seems like on rails, and so I don't know what the game part of this game is.
It'll come.
It'll come, yeah.
Should I be paying better attention? Should I not be trying to make jokes and try to instead be paying attention to...
No, trust me, they'll announce it.
Because I figure, knowing Square's presentation style, usually they like hit you with some pretty visually, indicating things. They're usually pretty...
They're good about being like, this is when the story's happening. You can tell because, shit's happening.
Shit is happening.
Oh no, look, the plate just fell on all the people. Oh no. Oh look, Balam Garden came out of the ground and is flying around now. But you didn't know that was going to happen.
My castle was Alexander the whole time. This game looks way better than 7 does, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the people don't have coconut hands or midget bodies.
Arms
Who
that are
was
like
it?
hourglass shaped.
Who was? I think it was Death Unites us said that he thought 7 looked better than 8 and 9,
Oh,
and I'm just gonna have to disagree.
That person is kidding.
I have mad respect for his skills, and he's a cool dude, but I can't follow him there.
So. Oh.
the story's happening.
This is that visually indicating part that I. Oh, Jesus.
That's the worst
Why
thing
would
you
you
could
still
have
be
done.
sitting there?
Well, no, why is this guy like, oh god, I'm on fire? First thing I can think to do, stage dive into a crowd of people.
Yeah, also stop, drop, and roll. What did you guys want? Okay, now people are doing what would actually happen. Okay.
Honestly, I think if you see somebody just like combust like that, it takes your brain like a little while to process what you just saw.
You're sitting there like, that's some really good special effects.
Like the person lights on fire, and you're like, well, it looks like that person just like spontaneously combusted, but that's stupid.
You're right.
That's not a real thing.
Yeah, these people are having audience mindset is the other thing too. You know what I mean? They're like, wow, look at this stage play that we voluntarily like.
Suspended disbelief.
Like, yeah, they're telling us a story. Oh, that won't. What are you even gonna shoot? Oh, are they assuming automatically that Carrie up there on the stage did it?
Get the fuck out. We never see your boyfriend again.
Nope.
Nope.
First date, last date. I'm gonna come up there with my gun.
Did she know that guns work from a much greater distance?
She is a cop, so yes.
Okay, because this is tactically the worst move. Yes, you've melted things with your mind. I'm here to arrest you. What a good cop, dude. She's.
They're mad at you for the level of nutrients you have not given them.
Right. I love games that start you off with a boss
Alright.
battle.
What? Oh.
Sounds like a personal problem.
So the gameplay here is it's like at the time battle, but you can move around in real time while your gauges go up.
The best comparison I can give it is if you've played Transistor.
Looks at me.
You also have to stand still when you fire, so like.
Yeah, you can't.
So she got to queue up her thing too, right? Like to where you like.
Most enemies do, right?
Yeah.
I want to say there's like a boss or something that just does whatever the fuck it wants. I don't remember.
Are you hitting on me?
That's the most unromantic way to phrase that ever.
The power of gun?
She's a police officer, you said, right?
Yes.
Did she call for backup?
It's 97, so no.
She was in a dress
Yeah, this
at,
is her.
at an opera.
This is her day off.
I mean, on your day off, do you respond by, "Where's the gun?"
If you're a cop, yeah, I'm pretty sure if you have something like this going on in front of you, you're kind of obligated to respond. It's like being a first responder.
Does it say that in the police
I don't know.
field manual?
You
Like,
think I've
if you
read
see
the
somebody
police field
setting
manual?
everything on fire with their mind, get up and start shooting them?
Yeah, I mean, I guess to be fair, this is definitely a different circumstance than normal.
I mean, yeah,
So-
maybe in the field manual it does talk about telepyrokinesis. Is that what we would?
Yeah, it'd be pyrokinesis. I see that. No, not the hole yet.
You're definitely not supposed to jump down there, right? I mean, in the game you are supposed to, but yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
So
Say to do that in the field manual?
The elephant in the room. How do you pronounce the main character's name?
I've always pronounced it Aya. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it.
What about you, Ninja?
So my backup has just arrived, and so I should go out to meet it, but instead, the game only continues when you jump down the hall.
Well, because of my having played Killer Instinct and I've heard the announcer say Maya, I think that name is similar to Maya without an M, so I would just say Aya.
I always assumed it was Aya.
Oh.
Also, I was wrong. It's Aya.
So,
but I've heard a lot of people call her Aya.
Oh, it disappears like a Final Fantasy VII child.
It couldn't be a Final Fantasy VII child.
Alright, well.
Get it. Going back out's for suckers. That's where the cops are.
Right? I really like the look and tone of this game.
It's very cinematic and it handles it well.
It's very cinematic. I mean, obviously the graphics have aged like ass, but I think a lot of this has aged really well too.
On the note of the graphics.
Yeah, I hate this part every time I gotta see it.
Oh. 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 Oh.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My lips hurt looking at that. But no, I mean, like, I guess the word is cinematography. But just the way everything's framed and the atmosphere is really good.
It looks real Kubrick up until this point.
So you do have ammunition in this game.
Yep.
You know, I really don't like it whenever your resources are. I don't like it whenever there are that many economies. But I mean, who knows? We'll see. Maybe the game is better served by that. I'm passing judgment real early.
It's not.
Also, I've still never touched the controller and don't know what...
I don't think that I've ever run out of ammo.
Oh. How uncomfortable looking.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying attention, you won't run out of ammo, but it definitely prevents you from, like, going out there and grinding.
No, because a lot of enemy encounters will drop ammo. Like, that one just gave me 6 ammo.
Right.
Which is more than
Why
I used on
is the mirror not reflecting things that have happened?
Because this is a PlayStation 1 game.
So that isn't like a...
Man, I hope that if I ever ignite like that, I just die.
Are we, is the last one not able to be opened?
Well, this is happening now.
Oh, this is on rails, okay.
Well, no, I came over here to investigate this. I'll open the last one later.
Okay.
I don't know if he wants to wake up.
So, the mirror not showing those doors being opened is a PlayStation 1 limitation, not an indication that that mirror is made of magic, or that the events happening on one side of the mirror are not real?
I've actually never noticed it, but I'm pretty sure it's a limitation.
No, it's not a hint or anything.
No, trust me, the game will let you know when it's trying to tell you about the lore. What do you know about the mitochondria, this powerhouse of the cell?
Full disclosure, I'm real old. Well, yes! Send in the clowns. Everything is better with clowns.
There was an incident here.
I'm sorry. There was a giant rat transformation and 2 gunshots directly outside that door. This guy's just like, well, another day. What are you gonna do? Putting on the clown suit.
I love living
Dedication.
in New York. Wonder how well that plan went for him.
Not great. What's in these lockers, though? Is it nothing?
I'm glad,
Yay!
Oh! I was saying, glad we're wasting our time watching you open lockers.
Well, you know. Sometimes you gotta do it.
I hope the clown's okay.
Hmm.
Dude, you know, something about the tells, it looked bad enough, but then it started throwing fireballs at me.
I'm not sure why the rats are able to throw fireballs.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't know. Like, I feel like
Why is any of this happening?
the amount of information we have is near zero.
You'll get more.
Well, I see we're
For
still
instance,
using the, font, the Resident Evil 2 font.
Those 2 doors are locked.
Right. No, you get a key, I think, in this room.
I think so. Yeah, because this is the actress room. Wait, no, it isn't. Yeah, it is. Dude, that's... What?
Right.
I just want to get to the save point. I better notify the department about what's happening here. Ooh, I do not have very many save slots, huh?
Sorry. This memory card has a bunch of DDR 5th style... Not
Okay,
5th style,
no, this
5th
isn't
mix.
the room I thought it was.
DDR 5th mix charts.
So we're playing this on a regular old, one of the old PlayStation 2s, right?
We're playing it on a fat, unmodded PlayStation 2 that I bought recently. I actually bought this and a fat, unmodded Japanese PlayStation 2 so I could play my imports. And they work wonderful.
Also,
Got a good deal on them.
is that parrot friendly?
Yeah, that's fine.
I love parrots. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's just I knew we were going to be leaving that parrot forever once we left that room.
Oh, he's right here.
Yep.
Oh man, he's being so good. He's being such a good boy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a plot device. Is he going to repeat things that you said at a time whenever it causes events to happen?
I mean, it's either that or he's going to die a horrible death to get us invested.
Oh, I hope it's not the second thing.
I actually don't remember what happens to the parrot.
There it is.
I think he just flies away or something.
No, I have the dressing room key.
Yeah, I forgot to set I forgot to set the PS2 the fast load because that would have been helpful. But oops. So it's loading as if it's loading on the PS1, which is not bad.
Authenticity.
The game doesn't have like horrible load times or anything. It runs pretty good.
Okay. Oh. It is weird that just like running into doors automatically like engages with them.
I'm down with that. It's about damn time.
Do they have 2 different parrots at this theater? Because those are expensive, by the way.
Yeah, aren't they like $500 or something else?
I mean, I feel like they're probably closer to $2,000.
Oh,
Who knows if I'm right about that?
Who knows?
I don't know, editor. What's the going price on a parrot?
Yeah, and
The
can you
rainbow-
also try to figure out what was the going price in '97?
Ooh.
And also, why can the rats shoot fire from their tails?
I'm not ready for the answer.
Man, we're giving that hobo. He's not going to be a hobo for long. We're putting him to work.
Right?
Was that a critical strike as why you shot twice?
No. So I can shoot 2 bullets with this gun per turn. The critical strikes are yellow. They just do more damage.
What a stupid gun.
You will
Well,
get
you don't know
guns
about that like 2-shooter they got on the force?
No, listen. Real talk, police officers should only be able to shoot twice.
So I got bad news about the clown.
Oh no!
Yeah.
The perp's okay though.
Dude, I'm not even going to invest emotionally in any of this stuff now, because I don't feel like anybody's going to be okay. Oh no!
I also might have some bad news about the parrots.
Oh no!
Oh, I can't dodge it.
Nice. So you gotta dodge things in real time. There is like no miss in this game, I don't think.
I did not mean to target the parrot.
So, having had some firearms training in the past, shooting a bird would not sit still if you do that, probably, if it was going to try to attack you. Also, shooting a bird is hard.
I imagine.
This character probably has more firearms training than I do, though.
So it's very important to know that what I did just now was not magic. It was the effects of my enhanced mitochondria.
Oh.
I think we'll play far enough for them to explain the story, right?
Oh, I'm playing this fucking game. Once you get me started on this, I don't stop.
I don't think we'll have time
Is that
to
what
beat it for Christmas, but I am definitely down to come back, probably after the New Year.
Is that why we have a jar that's labeled piss jar right here?
Listen. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Do you mind if I steal that and put it on Facebook?
It's not
so
mine,
that-
so sure.
Oh, well, I was gonna say it sounds like some pretty sage wisdom. Oh no! Why did they have to specify, dude? I would have just assumed it was somebody else.
I was much happier before.
We didn't even find out if he had a silly little name.
I'm gonna call him Piero. It's a good clown name. It's a classic.
Gotta respect the classic.
Also, I'm probably not gonna call him anything for the rest of the game because he's dead.
He's like super dead too.
Like, yeah, it's pretty dead.
Rest in peace, Piero. Your final words, I ain't gonna die here.
Because I can't remember if I want to use that. What is this?
I'm hoping you can pick up those sabers. Oh.
Oh.
What?
Now, there are melee weapons, but I think there's only like 2 of them, and they're not very good.
I don't remember this.
Oh.
Nice. So I want you to know that we've been playing this game for under 30 minutes, and we got a full inventory.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. You got a lot of medicine, man. The good thing about this game is that when you replace an item, like that item that that medicine that I just replaced with that's in that box. You can go to any open item box and just leave an item in it.
So the world keeps track of what you left where?
Yeah. You don't do a lot of hopping between zones, though. You can, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I got the armor. So,
It's gonna be more useful than that medicine right now, anyway.
Is armor reflected in your physical appearance?
No. It just makes it take less damage.
Listen, man,
Well, I actually...
Xenoblade is a long time from now, okay?
It makes you take less damage. It does something for your criticals. I don't actually know what it does for criticals. And then it helps your parasite energy, which is not magic. So don't say that it... Fuck, where do I go? I forget. Do I go through the... Is it down here? Is it this room that I go through?
That first locked door?
Alright, so you were saying that this is actually an adaptation from an established fiction?
It was a novel, and the novel was turned into a movie, and the movie kind of made changes, and then this game came out. It's a sequel to the novel, but it kind of incorporates some of the movie changes, and it kind of like recreates some of the set pieces. Like the opera scene is, from the movie.
Enron. That's what that he's for. I don't think...
Now I know.
I don't know if people know what Enron is in 2019. It's a reference for old people.
Okay. I always forget where to go at this point. How you doing?
Yeah, one of the keys is in one of somebody's closet, I remember.
I don't know if she needed to touch them necessarily.
It's what you do.
What does that feel like?
Like, did she touch him there before? Is why she knew that was the clown? Like, I don't...
It feels a little funny.
Charcoal and... It's both dry charcoal and wet at the same time.
I'm not gonna put a lot of thought into it, honestly.
Too late.
No, it's not too late for me.
Yeah, we can think about it minimally.
Yeah.
Although I'm dwelling on it now, so... Buddy's doing the healthiest thing. Are you gonna touch him? No.
Oh, God. What do you think I am?
You're a clowns type of girl, right? You only touch the clowns.
I mean, that does go along with your...
Did you see the guy I brought?
Yeah, right? Okay, it's in here, I'm pretty sure. It's in one of the drawers or some shit.
I walked up to that and hit X earlier.
So there's a lot of that in this game. So this is part in the zoo, and we'll get to it when we get to it.
Oh, I can read this. It just didn't work well. Because this is Melissa's room.
Where you straight up... what is this? The main actress has a solo concert. Is that not the voice that Melissa would have? Oh. I can't do a good Melissa voice.
I took all that medication to get here.
Oh my god, I'm getting some Chrono Trigger flashbacks.
I'll even sell my soul to the devil if I have to.
Don't do this.
This feels like maybe not appropriate to leave in your workplace, where she might come and... no. I mean, I guess, being like, I hate my coworkers. Maybe you don't leave that at work, in your diary.
I do.
Oh, I mean...
He left that on the fridge. I'm still
There's
working
a
right
whiteboard on the fridge, I just wrote it there. You know who did care if they died? That clown.
Yeah.
So this soundtrack was composed by Yoko Shimomura, who composed Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts, and Street Fighter 2. Now I'm making that up. And a bunch of other Capcom games.
So the person who's responsible for Guile's theme also did this song.
Well, it's a woman, but yes.
Oh.
The composer of Guile's theme did this whole soundtrack.
And honestly, could it have been enhanced if it was just every track was replaced with Guile's theme? Maybe.
I mean, there's a lot of scientific evidence backing that up.
Yes.
Oh man, this is a little bit deeper of a dive than I wanted. Like, look at how we're reacting
it was
to
a
people.
little weird, like how deep they went into it immediately, while I'm like chasing down the person who just lit this place on fire.
Yeah, she was determined to jump down a dangerous hole that she didn't know where it led.
Does have a direct problem. She's got a problem, all right.
Oh, the key?
Yeah.
Oh! Where's an item box? Actually, can I use? Yeah, I'll just use medicine. I can't use a medicine. Yeah, full health.
What is offense +1? Is that like a strength tab?
So it's been a while, and I think they handled these differently than in the first and second game. So I can't remember if I use this if it's permanently on this gun. So I don't want to use
Yes,
it.
it is. It's to the gun.
It's an augment. Okay.
Yes. You will find more than one of them throughout the game.
Oh, so you'd probably want to wait for a gun that can fire more rapidly in order to put it on that.
It depends. So guns that can fire a lot of bullets can be really good, but they also you have to stand still while you're firing, which leaves you open to enemy attacks. So there are some enemies where you really want a gun that just fires 1 or 2 shots.
Okay.
The guns only fire 1 or 2 shots. Is super powerful though. Like, as far as damage dealt, you're not missing out most of the time.
All right. So let's speculate. I'm curious. Do we has this game been speedrun?
Oh,
I'm
yeah, sure. I think the speedrun record's something like 3 hours or some nonsense. I don't know. Birch Hobo? Thanks, man. I know the casual playthrough is supposed to be about 10 hours. It's a really short RPG if you're not trying to do the Chrysler building at the end.
It does have a post game, which I've actually never done.
Yeah.
I think I want.
So, this is the game. This is
That's a demo disc, right?
This is a demo disc for other Square titles. This is the
some
entire
fucking gyms on here, by the way.
Yeah, right. And this is the entire post game.
Yeah.
I think the final confrontation is on here, and then the rest of it's just post game.
I mean, I'm good with that.
100 floors of the Chrysler building, wrecking your ass.
Now, these demos that you've seen on there, are these the games that were the result of the partnership with EA whenever EA
A lot of them are, actually, yeah.
So, Brave Prince and Musashi is a really underappreciated classic. I hope we cover it one day.
We should. I love that game.
Unfortunately, we people who care about... Oh.
Yeah, stuff's happening. Aya is so fucking badass because I would absolutely shit myself and give up.
Aya's a fucking complete badass.
You know, it's weird. My initial instinct is to say that a bad guy would never do exposition dumps like that, but I don't know. Judging by the way that people conduct themselves on social media, maybe I'm just wrong and people are just vain and want to tell people what they're up to.
I mean,
at what point do you give up on the shooting her tactic, though? Like,
not when I run out of bullets.
What I'm saying is, like, in real life, though, do we? If you were in this situation in real life, do you, after you've emptied like 11 bullets in, do you just be like, maybe?
I mean, I probably at that point don't really have a better plan.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Leaving?
Oh, at this point, we've crossed the line. Flashback.
We don't know that. This could be anything.
That fucking guy.
Yeah, another Final Fantasy VII style flashback.
I know they try to like make a mystery. Who's the little girl fucking everyone? From like the moment they see, I've never seen anyone be confused on who that fucking little girl's supposed to be.
Alright, so now my backup is outside. So clearly, I go down this hole too.
So why should you
I'm not letting this suspect escape. I don't care if they can fly and have a giant stinger and can shoot fire. Honestly, I want to go up the left path.
You know, you'd think that in the time it took for you to read that one girl's entire diary, that backup would have arrived.
Oh, backup arrived the second, because right before you jumped down the hole, she's like, oh, that's the backup outside.
What I mean is, arrived at your location. Like,
No, they saw a giant hole and said not going down there.
oh.
Yeah, they were like, that's not protocol.
It looks like there's plenty of things for me to do up here, like figure out why the fuck shit's on fire. Which is probably still on fire.
Yeah,
They're
but
probably
they-
putting the fire out right now.
They don't even really have a reason to know she's here, do they?
No? Well, you saved, so you called and let them know.
Oh, right, that's true. Parasite powers have evolved!
Scan is a good tool. Scan is underused, I feel.
Yeah, I always really used to like in Final Fantasy VII. I keep going back to that, but yeah, I like to be able to see what's going on.
10 was when you could have like a weapon that automatically scanned your enemies. Oh,
Oh, yeah, no, Scan's actually really useful in 10. Plus, it tells you, like, basic strategies, like,
Yeah.
hey, the enemy's going to do this pattern.
so I believe that's a frog.
That's not a frog.
I believe that was at one point a frog.
Oh,
But now it has to die.
I don't know what I like less.
That hurt a lot.
Probably, you know, the rat's scary, but it doesn't look like it eats me. That frog looks like it could just straight up eat me.
You know,
I don't know where its stomach is, but it's got one, and it will eat me.
so I'm thinking about these like tiny things which now became basically half the size of a person, and if we scale up, if we conflagrate, is that the word? To think of
Conflagrate's what happened in the theater.
Ah. Well, if you conflate, that's the
Bullshit.
word. If you conflate the scale increase of the tiny little things, how they get basically half the size of a person.
With the amount of energy required to do that, yeah,
So I'm thinking to myself, man, boy, do we not want to happen if you like ran into, I don't know, an animal that's already half the size of a person.
that would suck.
Wouldn't it?
Oh no, is that line of? Is that? Oh, we're gonna run into that, aren't we?
I can't really say.
I mean, I said it earlier in the video,
Oh,
there's
they
a part
always-
at the zoo, so...
They always give you Goombas on the first level, and then later you graduate to Goombas with wings. So I know where this is headed. I'm glad that they're kind of dumb and they don't really coordinate the attacks very well, though, because those three things could have triangulated you, and you wouldn't have been able to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So-
For sure.
So they're not like a part of a hive mind.
No. Well, they kind of are in that they are being controlled by a hive mind. It's just a hive mind within that body.
Alright.
So you are now able to fire 3 bolts. Do you upgrade and then get to fire more bolts later, or how does that work? Did you augment the gun?
I haven't augmented the gun. I got a new gun.
Different gun that able to hold 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So theory.
Well, ammo that it can hold and the amount of shots you get per turn are different. So you'll notice sometimes when I'm in the middle of shooting something, I'll have to stop and reload.
Is playing other games good preparation for this game, or are you going to have to like relearn video games to play this?
No, I feel like...
I mean, a lot of the stuff is you don't really gotta learn. It's just the systems within the game are a little different than you might expect. They come in pretty quick though, and you don't really have to have a deep understanding of them. It's just sometimes you reload, and you need to know that because that's going to be extra time that you're standing still. No. Hold on, I saw items over here. I'll chase the girl in a minute.
So, are you frozen in time watching that event happen, similar to being in Nightmare on Elm Street, or are you like a?
Oh, I can't. Oh, yeah.
Or is that like happening in real time, or like how? Never mind. I'll just keep watching.
Yep.
The answer will come to me. I need to quit trying to skip ahead.
Honestly, I don't need these anymore. And I also can't replace them.
Damn, that sucks.
Are you ever going to...
I guess it prevents you from, like, soft-locking yourself in a room.
Yeah.
So, here's a question. Does your pouch get any bigger? Do you get able to carry more stuff?
You can, yes. There are ways to increase your carrying capacity.
Now, is the world geographically small enough that keys that you get now are going to be used over the course of the game?
No, I don't think I'll ever use the theater or the rehearsal key again. It's just you can't throw away key items. Even after they're used.
I guess what I'm really thinking to myself is they should have you be able to have a key ring to where all your keys just go on a key ring now.
So yeah, you don't have to put the, like, this pouch is specifically for this one key. It takes up like 1% of the pouch, but I can't put anything else in here.
Or something. I
Because
don't,
it might get scratched up by the key.
I don't know. I'm sure there are like more intuitive solutions to the problem, but I'm just surprised at the stage of the game we're encountering the problem.
Why is its tongue like that?
Also, are you better served not... Well, never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. You aren't any worse served because the other guy died to one of those. Alright, so you are a better shot and damage people more whenever your baseline stats improve? Is that right?
I don't actually remember the stats very well in this game. But yeah, basically, I mean, offense is obviously going to be damage. Defense is going to be your, how much damage you take. Parasite energy? Wait, please tell me. Okay, it's P energy. I was about to say. Is that Parasite energy? But that's, your not magic bar. And then, what was the other stat? Status recovery? I'm going to assume it's probably just how long you are afflicted when you get status. But you don't really get to actively engage with your stats, I don't believe, so who cares? I don't have to know what those do. I didn't hit the switch.
Man, if I saw that floating around, I might actually decide not to find her. What an asshole. The fucking arm movement like kills the tension in this scene.
See you later.
Terminator 2 was a good movie.
It's like the caramel version. That looks delicious.
Mm. The legendary sewer gator.
No, I didn't know this game was set in Florida. Jesus.
Whew. It's the Electro Sewer Gator.
Okay.
Hmm? Obviously.
I'm glad that it told me that up front. Was that on range for that?
I mean, it does some, damage. Oh my god, I love its walk cycle.
I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. God!
Oh, shit.
It's range!
So, this seems like a person could mess this up if they Because this has been disorienting to watch. I don't know if it would be disorienting to play, but even watching in Buddy's capable hands, I'm certain I would do much worse.
It definitely takes some getting used to.
I want to say I lost this battle when I first played, like, years and years ago.
That attack is so hard.
It seems like they're really hitting you with a lot of things to deal with. Oh, they intend for you to go tail first. Okay.
Yeah. The issue is that tail whip attack is so wide-reaching with its projectiles. But you can dodge it.
What is, oh, Parasite energy, that's what the...
Yeah.
And with the Parasite energy, you can do what?
Right now I can heal and scan. As I level up, I'll unlock more abilities. I am...
Like, not fire, not lightning.
Do you win or cancel the fight?
I don't actually know what just happened. I think I just stage transitioned.
Whoa.
That guy knows flame breath.
Oh, I killed the tail.
He's pretty slow to react whenever you're shooting him in the head a bunch.
Man, remember what I was upset about those gator things in Dino Crisis 2? This is worse.
I don't know, he's a little goofy, honestly. Like, there's actually... I feel like there's some charm to this monster.
Yeah, like him,
Oh, that's
him
good.
being,
Doing that.
him being a bipedal, oh, okay.
Well, he's gone.
Level up.
Okay, so now I can slow.
So,
That's a phrase only a gamer could say without realizing how dumb it sounds. And now I can slow.
I don't get what you're trying to get at.
alright, so,
It's a really good water effect.
It's probably pre-rendered. I'm assuming this game's probably pre-rendered. It looks like it.
Most of the game is, yeah. Don't worry, you can tell when something's all 3D. It'll come soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be introduced to the coolest character ever.
Correct!
how does he know?
Has he just been waiting here? Like, if anyone comes out of here, they're going to be the sole survivor, right?
Was he, like, if the alligator came out, was he going to be like, the sole survivor, ladies and gentlemen? Whoa!
I feel like, I mean, people have done research into spontaneous combustion.
Wait a minute, I have a question. So the police aren't absconding her out of there? Instead, like, the reporter's just allowed to approach this ridiculous crime scene?
I'll put a pin on that question for a second.
Okay.
On Christmas Eve of all nights?
Eh.
Oh, is he the Barrett of this game?
He's here to escort me.
Dude, Daniel's my boy.
Oh yeah, Daniel's great. It's great, Daniel's good. The characters in this game are just great.
Now, is that guy a police officer?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
He's
you're trying to tell me...
He's your boss or partner, I forget.
When does this game take place?
97.
Yeah, your cop is controversial.
Well, that's what I was going to say. With the camera pointed at him. Like, usually
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Usually cops are like, let's
It's
wait
New
until
York.
the camera is not around.
Yeah, it's New York in the 90s. Just pumps it.
Dude, he is going so fast.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Oh my God.
fuck speed limits. There's suggestions that I do not heed.
I wish he would at least turn his, like, lights on so that way people would, like, get the fuck out of the way, because he's, like...
Also, I'm not the sole survivor.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know. Your boyfriend gets out of there.
Is it the end thing on I-7?
Yeah, sometimes I look at Alpha and think, yeah, that's where the combustion is going to happen.
Alright, so could mitochondria, this is a little bit sciencey of a question, can mitochondria really turn an alligator into a bipedal dinosaur?
So the answer is obviously not.
Well, I don't know what mitochondria do, so I know that the powerhouse, but the powerhouse can't just be like all the other cells.
There is something very unique about the mitochondria and everything else. I can't remember what it is. I want to say it's like... I'll look it up later.
It's isn't it self-contained?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I believe that it's like the one part of your cell that's not really like part.
Yeah, no, the mitochondria can get along just fine without your ass.
I mean, I don't know if that's true.
All right, guys. So I figured
We are putting
out.
a lot of things out there for the Bridge Hope with fact check.
So also, I figured something out, guys. We are on a racetrack because there's no way.
We haven't turned this whole, or are we turning? Did we just not slow down to turn?
Well, it's a circular. Yeah, that's because there's no. This is New York, right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we're on a racetrack, dude. There's no way we're not on a racetrack right now.
Now I want to say whoever wrote this book did a ton of research, and like just changed a few things around to be like, it'd be more interesting if you could set people on fire.
Yeah, the idea of the book, allegedly, I have a copy. I haven't read through it.
You're not gonna have a copy for long.
Morty actually has read through it. It's his copy that he loaned me.
He's not gonna have a copy for long.
Right. But yeah, no. Apparently, he was like a doctor who wrote the book.
And the author's country of origin was the United States? Question mark?
No, he was Japanese.
And so it's a translation of the book?
Actually, I want to say one of the characters we're going to see later is it a self-insert later on?
I don't think it's a self-insert.
No?
6 days.
Well, at the very least,
I'm
it
a
is like
nightmare for all.
the Japanese outsider character, which I think is supposed to serve as a bit,
A bit of like an insert character, yeah.
not an insert necessarily, just like giving you the perspective of
I disagree with her assertion that everybody would just forget that happened.
Yeah, because third birthday happens and no one's forgetting that shit.
well, also like I think the reason that most people forgot that it happened was that other shit was also happening. I'm like, it's New York. What are you gonna do?
Right? Day 2. Will you save the progress?
Alright, so are we going to segment the videos or?
Well, guys, it's Christmas and we got Christmas plans, so you can absolutely not expect a video before 2020. This channel is just not going to do anything for the next couple weeks, but I'm down to keep on with this train, man.
I mean, I'm going to play this game all the way through, so the only question is, are we going to record it or not?
I think we will. I think you can look forward to more Parasite Eve. So yeah, Merry Christmas.
Enjoy your holidays, my guys.
Enjoy your holidays.
Yep, whatever you celebrate, man. Enjoy. Thanks for looking at us. Hope you guys have a good Happy New Year. Bet.
I'm gonna have a Happy New Year. I'm actually going to downtown for a New Year's Eve party. So